This festival may very well be the wildest party in Spain. I've been looking forward to the Descenso del Nalón for a few months.
What a beauty. What a precious ice cream truck.
It looked interesting and I wanted to see it in person. There There were some things I expected to see and others I was surprised by.
I've never seen this before. Porta peas. That's a lot.
Now that I've gone this year, I know what I'll do differently when I go next year. Let me tell you about this party. It's called Defensa del Nalón. It began in 1968 when locals decided to add a river parade to their annual fiesta.
Yeah.
It evolved. It was a simple race, and then it became a contest of themed, hand-built boats, and each is designed and decorated by local teams. There's some traditions with these boats. There's no motors allowed. The participants, they choose their costumes, and each boat has its own sponsor. Each neighborhood prepares its design in secret, and they compete for creativity.
No lo sabíamos que estaba frenado. Mucha pena más el carro de la carroza.
This festival, it was officially recognized as a regionally important event back in 1991, but it was recognized nationally in 2020. This is the big day that I'm showing you, but there's events sprinkled throughout the year. Things like cider tastings, there's contests and workshops.
¿Perdona? Sí, que ya Rodrigo Cuevas.
The big day, it actually has 3 parts to it. In the morning, we have what's called the pre-descenso. where you'll see roaming bands, there's kids' activities, and then the boats, they're moved to the starting point so that they're on display for the public. After the pre-defenso, you have the descent. It's a parade through the main street. There's about 40 to 50 boats, and then they parade through Main Street in La Viana. And once they reach Puente de la Chalan, the participants actually put the boat into the water. Before entering the river, each boat's shana places roses or carnations into the water, and then they float the boat down the river for about 1.5 kilometers. Watching this descent myself, I think the hardest part wasn't the land, it was actually getting these boats over these giant rocks in the River Nalón. At the end of this 1.5 kilometers, at the Pardo de la Chalana, that's where the boats are judged. And then the third part of the day is the post-defenso. At midnight, there's a prize ceremony for the best boat. There's also awards for costumes and for spirit, the top prize being La Sobera. What I was surprised by with this event is the amount of participants. I wasn't expecting so many people. It was packed. Also, what surprised me was the amount of porta potties throughout the town, but it completely makes sense. I mean, this event is thoroughly organized, and I really appreciated it.
No, en meta es, Rubén. Tipo, el teléfono está en manos tuyas, que también puntúen lo bien que lo hagas. Chicos, ¿están llamándonos?
Oye, ¿qué es? ¿Qué estoy aquí?
¿Qué? Que no hay música en esta garota.
Hasta salir no se puede. Ángel.
Fernando,
Hasta salir no se puede.
baila ahí, baila ahí. Baila ahí. Baila ahí. Suave.
Another thing that surprised me was how tired I was, and I barely participated. I spent a lot of time in the pre-descent looking at each of the floats individually. I was really enjoying the creativity, but because it was so hot outside, I decided not to participate in viewing the parade down Main Street, and I went straight to the bridge, and we sat for a couple hours under a tree. We were in the shade, but it was exhausting. I was very surprised by how exhausted I was. We couldn't even watch all the floats go by and see their descents into the river. And I can't imagine being in the parade, walking through town. And then putting the boat in the river and floating down the river, and this is an all-day event. They have stamina. There's some things I will do differently next year when I go. First of all, I would come later in the day. While I really enjoy the opportunity to see the boats before they did the parade, I think I'll come in time to see the parade. Yes, parking will be more challenging, but I'll be able to enjoy the parade that way and then enjoy the descent after the parade. Another thing I'll do next time is drink more water. I did not have enough. I had a couple bottles and it still wasn't enough. Also, I bring a blanket to sit on because even though I found a place to sit on the riverbank, I think having a blanket will make it more comfortable for me. Finally, I would bring a telephoto lens for my camera because what I had was not sufficient to get the details that I wanted to share with you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun at this event, and I hope you can feel it through your TV or your phone or your tablet, however you watch these videos. And if you haven't done so, please like the video, subscribe so you can see more, and leave me a comment about your favorite part of this video. And if you're using the YouTube app, please hype me up if that option is available to you. It's a great way to support me and what I'm doing. It's a great way to support this channel and what we're doing, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Okay, take care.